Honkers are trying to keep their postseason hopes alive today, sitting just 3.5 games out of first place. But standing in their way is the first half Great Plains East champions, the La Crosse Loggers. And with that, we welcome you inside the Mayo Field broadcast booth. I'm Mickey Doolittle. Kyle Trainer will join us in just a moment. Tonight could be the very last game here at Mayo Field of 2024. Rochester would be mathematically eliminated from playoff contention with a loss tonight, so they're trying to do a little bit more than just make one final impression on their fans. Meanwhile, La Crosse enters, as we mentioned, as the first half champions of the Great Plains East, but they haven't had the second half they would have wanted. They sit in 6th place right now in the division. Let's take you back to yesterday in La Crosse, where Waterloo was in town, and Ricky Riccio hit this 3-run triple to take the lead. The Bucks would never look back and went on to blow out the Loggers 14-4. Meanwhile, in Rochester, the Honkers and the Huskies played a doubleheader, and in Game 2, Duluth dominated. This scoring was capped off by this 2-run blast by Cal Elvis in the 7th, and the Huskies rolled to a 10-3 victory. Let's take a look at where everything stacks up in the division standings right now. It is an interesting one at the top of the East. Eau Claire and Duluth are just separated by 1 game. Duluth has split their last 8 games, so they need to start winning a little bit. But they have the tiebreaker over Eau Claire, so a tie means the Huskies win the division. Rochester down in 3rd place. They're 3.5 back with 4 to go, and Thunder Bay was eliminated last night. Out west, St. Cloud took the second half last night and clinched it with their 4th straight win. They have had a great second half. They will meet Wilmer in the first round of the playoffs. Some keys to tonight's game. First for Rochester, just win. The Honkers can only control their playoff push by winning. Any loss would eliminate them from playoff contention. And be consistent. The Honkers put together nearly opposite performances a night ago between the 2 games of the doubleheader. They need to be consistent with their offensive output, especially. And limit the walks. They tied for the 11th most walks in the league with Mankato and Madison, so finding that strike zone with the pitching staff is key tonight. Meanwhile, for La Crosse, build some momentum. They are already in the playoffs. They're ramping up towards their playoff series, so getting some wins down the stretch here will be so valuable for that. And rely on the bats. They have the 10th highest batting average in the league as a team, and more strikeouts. They're 19th in the league in total team strikeouts. Some players to watch for tonight. First for La Crosse, Zach Wattis out of TCU. He went 1 for 4 last night against Waterloo. He was 4th in the league in Great Plains East in stolen bases with 34. This is a team that loves to run, and Wattis is a big part of that. And he has a .371 on-base percentage this season with 34 runs batted in and 6 home runs. Meanwhile, for Rochester, it's Don Rodriguez out of Delta College, now on his way to Arizona. He was 2 for 7 with an opposite field homer in the doubleheader yesterday. He's hitting .332 on the year with 48 runs batted in. That leads the Honkers. Starting pitching matchup today features Cade Cushing, the 6'3", 185-pound right-hander out of San Jose State. He's thrown 50 innings this year for the Honkers. He's been an innings eater, and he has gotten deep into a lot of games. And he will be facing his San Jose State Spartan teammate, Tyler Albanese, the 6'7" right-hander, has tossed 46 2/3 innings this year. He has been an innings eater as well for La Crosse. He has a 6.17 earned run average. The Honkers meet the Loggers for the 11th time this year. Coming up next on the Northwoods League Sports Network. How does the competition compare between Venezuela to here to RCTC? And how do you adjust a little bit?
I mean, the competition from my country is pretty good, high level. They train you to be ready when you are 16 years old. So, you know, like you have to be ready earlier than here. But RCTC is also a pretty good level competition. It's a JUCO, so you go there to win games, and that's what we're trying to do this year. We did it. We went to a state championship. We were like 1 game away to win it, but it was pretty fun. I mean, good pitchers, good friends, good coaches, opportunity, you know, that I like.
2 for 4 night to this point for him. Line drive right field, a base hit. This game is over. Has been able to work out of it, but this is one of the toughest situations he's encountered. Moore with a ground ball to Kraska. He looks the runner back to third, and there's one away. Now they have everybody hung up. They're stuck in between third. Kraska goes to Carpentier, and it's a whole mess here as Halverson is now tagged out, and retreating back to third, or second rather, is Cole Smith.
It's time for Honkers Baseball.
He leaps and he made the catch!
Wow.
The Rochester Honkers are battling for first in the East. You can catch all the action online on Northwoods League Plus or ESPN Plus, and you can also order your tickets online to attend a game in person and join the flock.
At the wall, gone!
Honkers Baseball, fun for the whole flock.
It's November 16th, 2013. The number 7 ranked Auburn Tigers are hosting the 25 ranked Georgia Bulldogs. Down by just 1 point, this game is far from over for Auburn. A field goal can end the game with a Tigers win as long as they can maintain drives and keep the clock ticking. Still though, there's only 36 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Even worse for the Tiger faithful, they need 18 or more yards to keep the drive alive. The good news is, this is college football, not the National Football League. This is a major difference since the clock stops briefly on a first down at this level, meaning the Tiger wide receivers don't have to go out of bounds to stop the clock.